So, good afternoon. I am Leo Herman from BCS Itera. I'm a sales manager here. And today we are talking a little bit about Business Central. We are trying to give a general overview about the main possibilities, functionalities, and so on. We are not going to dig into the very detailed level. We are not going to generate any invoices or plan production, but more to show the user interface, maybe some integrations with other Microsoft products and how they work. So before we are going for practical demo part, I have a couple of slides, PowerPoint slides, just to share some information about the solution. The first slide is actually the ecosystem of Microsoft Dynamics 365 product family. Why I have this slide here is actually that very often customers ask if we have like a Dynamics 365 solution in our portfolio, can we provide services for Dynamics 365? I just want to say that Dynamics 365 itself is not like a separate solution. It's a branding name for a product family under what there are several different solutions. And if we are talking about Dynamics 365, please check here. There are ERP solutions, there are CRM solutions, there are service solutions, and so on, and all they are actually Dynamics 365. And if we are looking under these ERP solutions, we can see that actually under the ERP solutions, there is a different box or brick in the wall, what is Business Central. So Dynamics 365 Business Central is one product in Dynamics 365 family, one ERP solution. There are other solutions like, if you know, in Finland, they're formerly very popular is Dynamics AX or Axapta. Now they are calling it Dynamics 360 Finance or Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management. And this is like a separate solution. So today we are talking only about Dynamics 365 Business Central. And if you have any knowledge about Navision or Dynamics NAV from the former name of Business Central, then actually this history line shows that once Microsoft, or even before Microsoft, there was a Danish company, they started the ERP solution called Navision, then was Dynamics NAV, and in the year 2018, Microsoft did renaming, and Navision or Dynamics Nav became Business Central. And actually the logic behind the solution is the same, but Microsoft changed the concept, the user interface is changed, they are more focusing on cloud services and cloud solutions and so on. But yeah, if you know anything about Dynamics Nav or Navision, then the same, it's the same like Business Central. Okay, what is Business Central? Often customers ask, is it like bookkeeping software, or there are other modules also? The simple answer for that is that Business Central is actually ERP solution what covers almost all business processes what every company has. Of course, starting from finance part, this is one component of every ERP solution. But of course, we have in Business Central sales part, we have purchase part, we have like an inventory. Even we have like two approaches to inventory: is a simpler one or more complicated warehouse management solution. The same applies actually for manufacturing. We have like a simple version of manufacturing called assembly, and we have like a more complicated or advanced approach to manufacturing processes where we have like a capacity planning and so on. And also there are projects, there are service module and so on. So the message is that Business Central is like a cool ERP solution covering all your processes and all your functional needs. Couple of words about architecture. I just listing all the components here. Of course, everything starts from the platform. Microsoft actually provides the platform. It's Business Central, where I just showed the last slide. There are different functionalities, there are different modules, and for every country, actually, there is its own localization. That means it's the functionality what is required to meet the legislation needs. Also, there is a Finnish localization, there are Estonian localizations, Swedish localizations, and all localizations actually are existing for Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. And beside the legislation part, functionality for legislation part, there are always specific functionalities or specific modules what every country needs. I called here it was Finnish specific functionality. For example, integrations with banks or Finvoice or things like that, what are specific only for one country and for Finland at this case. Then if you have any like a specific business or specific business line, then there are also existing so-called vertical solutions. Vertical solution is actually means that there are built on top of this Business Central is built additional layer of functionality what covers your specific business needs. If you take like a ERP solution, it's made for, let's say, like for average company, and it's normal. It maybe doesn't cover all the specific of your business processes. And vertical solutions, they are meant to cover all specific needs. For example, if you have retailer, there are specific requirements from retail part, or you are producing some, I don't know, metal or wood industry, then there are also specifics. And for that, it means is made different vertical solutions with its additional layer on top of Business Central. I will show a little bit later the concept of these verticals. And of course, from our experience, every customer has its own specifics. Even if you take like the same company or two companies who are operating in the same business, they have something very specific for themselves. And then we or partners have to make some customer-specific developments on top of a standard solution. And there, of course, today it's very normal that we have like integrations with customers, with vendors, with some other solutions. So that makes the whole architecture of Business Central. And today I'm focusing also what is very important, I think, integrations with so-called everyday tools, what are you using to make your everyday work. You are sending out emails from Outlook, you are communicating with your colleagues or with your partners in Teams, you are making different analyses in Power BI, you are analyzing data in Excel and so on and so on. And I'm going to show some examples of these integrations with Microsoft everyday office tools. One point is what is very important for ERP solutions at all, but for Business Central, there is a policy starting from year 2018 when first version of Business Central came out, that Microsoft promised that every year, twice a year, there will be new version. And the new version means that there will be new functionality on one hand, and on the other hand, there will be like a technical upgrades, because the technology is developing so fast. You have to you have to also put all these new possibilities into the ERP part. So every year in April and in October, there will be new versions of Business Central where customers and also partners get new tools to use in their ERP systems. And last slide is a quick overview about the license models or usage models. Today is very popular, or majority of customers, they want to go to cloud. That means no any servers, no any infrastructure in their house. They want to use ERP as a service. This is one option, and that is existing with Business Central. But there are also companies who don't want to go to cloud in different reasons. Is it like some corporate policy or some already existing own data centers? Then it's like two other options also. If you don't want to go to the cloud, you can use it like in your own infrastructure, in your own servers, or you can go to the private cloud. That means maybe you have like your own servers hosted in Telia, for example. Then you can also put Business Central solution to the private cloud or Telia premises. So all options, all usage models from the old times, like on-premise times, and also modern times where we have like a cloud solution are existing and are available. So that is a brief overview, like a theoretical overview about the Business Central. And I now switch to demo part, where I'm going to show a little bit solution itself. So here we have Business Central. It's like today all ERPs, they are web-based. They are working in all browsers. If you have Apple Macs and if you have Windows computers, it works everywhere. Of course, at the moment I have it in English, but also, of course, it has Finnish language. No problem with that. And I'm starting just explaining the concept of the user interface. What you're now seeing, it's called Role Center. And Role Center is specific for every role that we have in the house, starting from management, starting from maybe finance, chief finance officer, production manager, inventory manager. For all them, we can create like a different role center where he or she has specific functionalities or specific parts of processes, what they actually need. If you're looking here at the moment, we have like a finance, sales, purchasing at the moment, and I have at the moment like a business manager role center, but I can switch to another ones also. I just show you what kind of role centers we have, and you can choose here, for example, project manager, manufacturing manager, and then already this person has his specific activities here, his specific numbers here, and so on. Now, you can see here like a main things, what like a business manager at the moment needs on everyday basis. For example, our business manager makes sales part, makes purchase part, also keep tracking some numbers, sales numbers, overdue, sales invoices, and so on. So if we bring all this necessary data on this open screen, we have always necessary info available. We don't have to surf around. We don't have to generate different reports for that. Everything is brought into my open screen, and this guarantees that I don't like forget anything. For example, what I have here also some boxes what show me how many sales quotes I have, maybe some how many unprocessed payments I have, and if I click here, I can right away see what kind of documents I have here. I can work with them right away, and that makes my work more efficient. And what is also one option here, if I want to give some like colors here, to bring out the colors. For example, I have here, I make one example, outstanding vendor invoices. It's 13 invoices, and I can set up like thresholds. For example, if I have outstanding vendor invoices, I can like set up thresholds. For example, up to 3, then it's like a green. Up between 3 and 20, it's, let's say, like it's now here, it's yellow, and over the 20, then it's turns, for example, red. So I just change it on 10, it should turn into red. As you can see, it changed to red. So I can easily notice necessary activities I have to do. And as I mentioned before, it's more hard to forget things what I have to do. So all these numbers and all these boxes actually are possible to set up according to my needs or according to the specific role needs. And for that, we have like a personalized option everywhere. For example, I take this personalized, and now if I don't use e-document activities at all, I can hide it from my role center. So now hidden, and I say done. It's gone. So, and I will show you later on also how to personalize lists and registers of information. But it's very easy to make or to design the user interface how you like it most. So let's move on. We had here some specific activities for us. Then we had some numbers, some reminders for, again, our activities based on documents we have in the system. And next part actually is the analytical part. We have some built-in reports or analysis what the Business Center provides. We can choose the business performance or whatever we have here, for cash flow or age account receivables or things like that. But what is the one cool thing is also that we have in Business Center direct integration with Power BI. I believe most of you know what Power BI is, but I switched to different tab. If you go for powerbi.com, it's actually a tool or environment where you can build your own reports. And the data sources, they don't have to be like data doesn't have to come from Business Central. It can come from, I don't know, web page traffic or some other solutions you have, and you can build up different like analysis based on this data. And actually, the good thing is that if you're doing like analysis or you create analysis on an everyday basis, then it's okay. You can switch to Power BI environment and create your analysis here. But if you are ordinary users, then you don't want to switch between different solutions. And for example, the same sales performance, what I've created here, powerbi.com environment, I have also it here inside in my Business Central. So the same report I can open here in Business Central, and it works exactly the same like in Power BI environment. I can check all the data I have here. I can use the filters, what is very ordinary, the Power BI, for example, I don't know. Let's filter out some country, China, and as you can see, all the data changes in this report. So the first integration between Business Central and Power BI, you can bring the Power BI actually inside the Business Central. Okay, what else we have? So on upper row here, you can see This is a magnifier sign, and that means actually if you're searching for some kind of information, for example, you're searching some kind of functionality. Let's say I want to have like what kind of invoices I made. I don't remember at the moment where these invoices are located, so I'm using the search button, and let's say posted sales invoices. And you can see that here we have like a posted sale invoices archive. And here is also again another sign, and that means I can bookmark it. So if you have some functionalities or some activities you are using often, then you can actually bookmark them and use it next time much faster. Let's bookmark them, and as you can see, I closed here. These posted sales invoices appeared here. It's like your own bookmark bar where you can bookmark, like you're using in, I don't know, Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. You can bookmark your favorite pages. In Business Central, you can book your favorite functionalities. And if I open this posted sales invoices, as you can see, all the data is actually locating in registers, in lists, and again, you can use it here, personalization. We have here all the posted invoices with posting date, with due date, with amount, with remaining amount. That means the invoice is not paid yet. You can see zeros here, these invoices are paid. And if you want to add any additional columns, again, personalize functionality, and you can choose whichever fields you want to put here. I don't know. Let's take there some random column and bring it here, and you see I added one column. It's here, and I personalized my view a little bit to make it more easier for me to understand the data I have here. Okay. The same goes, for example, this is posted sales invoices. I can also take the items, for example. I have items here. Let's say also, let's say that all columns are on place, what I want to see. But what is another good functionality inside the Business Central is, and what is very similar to Excel, is the filtering, actually. Then I open here this filtering pane, and here I can use filter all over the columns. I'm choosing just the column where I want to filter, let's say inventory, and let's see, not this. Yeah, I have 3 products where I have like a stock under the 0, and this is a problem. I have to find out why they are under the 0. And what I can do here, I can save these filters. If I put here some filters, I can save stock under 0. And next time I come back here, I can use these filters. We are calling very often, it's also like small quick reports. So I have like a whole list of products here, but last time I say the filter stock under 0, I press stock under 0, and it appears quickly here in my screen. So this is working with the data, personalizing this view, what I have, user interface. Now I'm going to show you one possibility what Business Central has. Earlier I talked about vertical solutions. Vertical solutions are like additional functionality to standard Business Central. For Business Central, there is like a marketplace for additional functionalities. It's called AppSource. If you go for appsource.microsoft.com, then you can see that there are like different apps you can choose. And there are not only like apps for Business Central, but there are apps, for example, Excel. If you want some additional functionality, for example, Excel, let's see what is here. ChatGPT, GPT for Excel. I don't know what it is actually, but I can choose it from here. So if I'm searching something, let's say Finland, and I see that for Business Central there is a e-invoicing addition functionality for Finland, what is like a Finvoice, and there are also real-time bank for Finland and some other apps. And actually, it's easier if you are using cloud solution and you see that there are like a button, get it now. You actually can to install it at once, and you can add functionality into Business Central. If there are some like other options like free trial, then you have to contact with this app producer and most probably pay something, but you will get like a ready functionality on top of your Business Central. For example, I just yesterday browsed around and found this little app. Actually, it's free of charge. I install it into my system, and what it does actually, internal notes. Sometimes customers ask, if I make any new document, for example, sales order or sales quote, can I put some remark there? So if I start making a new document, the system tells me some reminders. And in standard Business Central, there is no such a functionality. But I found from AppSource that at the Dynamics internal notes, there is such a functionality, such a little app, and I install it on top of my Business Central. And what happened? Let's say I have customers here. Let's take this Konecranes, for example. And under the customer, actually, as you see, here appeared new menu. It's called internal notes. And this internal notes, under this internal notes, I could set up two kind of alerts or notifications. So notification that I could customers pays on time, just a notification for me. If somebody starts to creating invoice to Konecranes, I wanted to say that that's good customer. Or alert for the Konecranes, always control that correct documents are generated or something like that. So, and now if I start to create a new document from the Konecranes customer card, I create new, for example, sales quote. And let's see what happens. Now it should open new sales quote. And as you can see, I set up alert, what I had. Control always the documents are correct. And on the background, there is notifications. Also, if somebody starts to create like a new empty or blank document, he or she will get at once this kind of notification alerts. And it was very easy. It's a small piece of functionality, additional functionality, which you can find from AppSource. But of course, there are like a much bigger functionalities also for what you have to pay and for what you have to make some implementation and so on. But I wanted to show that actually, like if I take here Dynamics 365 Business Central apps, that in total, actually, there are more than 5,000 different apps. So there is quite a lot of possibilities to extend your existing functionality of Business Central. Okay, let's jump back to the Business Central. Now I wanted to show, I showed you already the integration with Power BI, or how Power BI is embedded into the Business Central. Now I'm gonna show you the integration with Excel. So here, for example, we have list of our customers. And for every list, customer list, I don't know, account list, vendor list, there is a button for sharing. and I can share it at the moment with Excel. And there is such a functionality like edit in Excel. So let's see what happens if I open this customer list in Excel. Now I make enable editing. Now it connects with Excel, connects with Business Central, and imports the very same data what I had on my screen, imports into the Excel. I have to change my I have to change my username because I have different users here. Let's take one more time, sorry. Don't save, and I go back here. Yeah, and now if I have this customer list here, what is the cool thing? I have like a data in Excel. I can do here, I don't know, ad hoc analysis. I have balances, I have balance due, and so on. But I can also change the data here. For example, I change BCS Itera Estonia into BCS Itera Finland, and I will send it the data back to Business Central. And what is actually he does at the moment, he connects with the Business Central again and updates the data in Business Central. So at the moment I have BCS Itera Estonia, I change it in Excel to Finland. Now I do refresh, and as you see, Estonia changed to Finland. It's a cool tool to make like mass changes in Business Central. You have some prices you have to change, or change some product information and so on. That is a very good tool to use for that purposes. So I mentioned a little bit about if you export the data to the Excel, you can make ad hoc reporting. What are the latest versions Microsoft added into the Business Central is actually you can make some reports, you can build up reports inside the Business Central. For example, we have the same posted invoices register, different posted invoices. And what we have here is like a button what called this analyze mode. So what analyze mode does? So if I press here, we have the same list of customers, posting dates, due dates, amounts, remaining amounts, and so on. And I believe you all have heard or used in Excel at least pivot tables. So I can turn this analyze mode into the pivot table inside the Business Central. And now you can see that I have here some numbers. I have total sales over 400,000 euros. But now I want to be more specific, and I can use the same logic like I have in Excel pivot tables. So I have customer name. I want to see by customer. Now I see all the numbers by customer. Maybe I don't want to include VAT part. Now I want to see when, in which, I don't know, quarter, for example, all these invoices are made, or the sales. Now I see that here is a customer School of Fine Arts. They have sold in quarter one, they have sold so much, quarter two, so much, and so on. And the unpaid sums still are remaining here. We can we can change the view how we see the report. Maybe we put this timeline as the columns. So I see quarter one we have such numbers and so on. So inside the Business Center is actually small possibility to create the ad hoc analysis based on different registers, different information lists. And if you see that it's like a useful, maybe it's useful report I made, okay, I put it like sales by quarters. I rename it, and what I can do, actually, I can copy link and I can share it with my colleagues. So if colleagues open this link, the same report also appears in his role center. Okay, about sharing the information, I show a little bit about Teams. I believe most of you are using Teams. If we open Teams, what I can do here, I will go back maybe to Business Central, and I will take, for example, one item card or product card. Let's take this table, Athens table, and as you saw before, I have this sharing button. I can share this information in Teams, or I can copy just a copy link. This time I just copy link. And I have my colleague Christy here in Teams, and I want to, I don't know, please check the prices. And I will paste just the URL of this Athens table here, and I will send it to Christy. And so Christy gets my message, and what she does, she just opens the this product card inside the Teams. She doesn't have to go anywhere back to open separately Business Center or ERP. She just opens the same information inside the Teams. And now you can see I am inside the Teams now, and it opens the link what I pasted here. The very same table, and he or I asked to check the prices. Okay, let's say I want to change it. Here's something done now. Okay, this was from 600 to 7,000. It's too much. Okay, and I changed the information here, and it at once goes to the Business Central also. So I don't have to switch again between different programs. Okay, what else? I can add, actually, if I have any group courier or I have like my colleague with who I always share the same data, I can add new apps here. For example, Business Central. I will add Business Central app, and I can choose what kind of information I have to or I want to add here. For example, let's say these items and item list. And as you remember, I made special view about the products which stock is under the 0. So I just choose the information from Business Central, and inside the Teams, actually beside the chat and beside the files, actually now I also see information directly getting from Business Central, and that is the list of my stock. Maybe we share the information about the products, what the stock is under 0, and we have to deal with these. Okay, this is one example how you share the Business Center information, not only inside the Business Center, but also in the Teams. And as our time, we have a couple of more minutes, I will show you some new functionalities what came with the latest version. Of course, the hype word at the moment is AI, and also in Business Central, there are different functionalities what are using AI. Inside the Business Central, they are calling it Copilot. There is even separate button for that. It's Copilot button, and what happens with a Copilot button is actually it opens the chat. If you have used like ChatGPT, it's a very similar experience. I can search some information, search some explanations how some functionality works, or guide me how to do some setup or some functionality usage. But for example, I know that, let's open item list. If I want to talk with my ERP, then I just what is the price, what unit, let's say unit price of, let's say, Dresden Amsterdam lamp. Let's see, is it doing something or not? Now the ChatGPT actually analyzes, or not ChatGPT, but Copilot analyzes the information inside the Business Central, what we have like in our company. And if we check this Amsterdam lamp, of course, I can go to the product card by myself also and search from there. Okay, it gave some error message, but the point is that Copilot is searching the information inside the Business Central and presents this information in chat form. So you don't have to browse around and find the information on every informational card, but you can chat with the Copilot. At the same way, you can add like a sales line into your sales document. You can generate marketing text and so on. We have like many functionalities related with Copilot, and there will be more in every next version. So I filled at the moment for the 5 minutes already. We have a lot of more information to share, but there is no time today. I will finish at the moment, and if there is any interest about the Business Central or any functionalities what Business Central has, any specific functionalities, please let us know. I hope that you got like your first impression what Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central is, what are the like a general possibilities here, how the user interface looks like, what are the main integrations. But yeah, next step should be already, if you are more interested in specific functionality, then just let us know. And with that, I will finish my presentation today. Thank you all participants, and I will see you next time.